this is your talent is in the knowledge of your holy Hebrew name by the Honorable Yahweh ben Yahweh.
Shalom Aleichem, my dear ones, HQ, the ones who are setting the trend and the standard in the country. I love you. I'm very happy about you, very proud of you, and I will never get tired of complimenting you on your receiving my spirit through the knowledge of your name to set the standard for the world. This certainly will come about through your knowledge of your name. I'm sure that shortly you will receive some very beautiful information on prayer, dealing with praying in the name of the Father, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, in the name of the Son, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Bet Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, and in the name of the Holy Ghost, Yud, Sheen, Resh, Aleph, Lamet. And your prayers certainly will be answered when that takes place. I'm very proud of each one of you as my students beginning to write your own book concerning your name. I fully expect that. I suggest it because I've taught you in 2 Timothy 2:15, or 3:15, excuse me, whichever, that you are to study so that you can rightly divide the word of truth and to be approved. And you can only do this through the knowledge of your name. It's the most powerful event in your life, aside from my first commandment, which is to pay Yahweh and yourself first. I can't imagine any one of you not paying Yahweh and yourself first and maintaining that law, and to let Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh bless you with ever-increasing wealth, and to know and to understand that you never spend a dime of what you pay yourself. That's the key. Aside from that, the most important thing is, of course, the name. I'm also very proud of Abiri, who wrote a very beautiful piece. Aleph Beit Yud Resh Yud wrote a very beautiful piece on the name of the Lord. Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. I was very pleased with his research on that. It was limited, but it was fabulous. 2 pages typed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. And remember, of course, your name is not something that you put on a piece of paper or in a book and it remains on the shelf. That's like taking a talent and burying it. There is no difference between burying your talent, hiding it, and not making it a part of your life. It's absolutely necessary that you make it a part of your daily life. The knowledge of your name. This is what is going to carry you, elevate you, raise you, cause you to become chief. By now, surely you have heard that you are gods of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, children of the Most High. I fully expect you to become gods of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. And the only way possible for that to take place is through the knowledge of your name. That's your connection. And if I did not tell you the last time, I will tell you tonight. If I did, I'm redundant. Write your name across the top of a page. Write my father's name across the top of a page. Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Bet Nun Sofit. Excuse me. Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Just write my father's name first. That's on the top line. The second line is my name, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Bet Nun Sofit, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Then you write your full name, including your last name, Yisrael. And then look at the connection to the Father and the Son. There is a connection. It's directly there. And you can see that your name is derived from the all-powerful words of Yahweh. Remember this. The entire Aleph Beit are basically 22 letters with sofits, a total of 26. Full power. These are the full expressions of Yahweh, the Aleph Beit. These are the words of power. These are the words that Yahweh used to say, let there be, whatever he willed, and it was so. The power in those words exists whether you receive them or not. The power is still there. And all of the creation of Yahweh obeys that reality. And you are to get in tune with this reality. Because to do otherwise is to have the form of Yahweh, but to deny the power thereof. Our blessing is to never deny the power, but to realize the power. And the only way that you can realize the power is to take on the knowledge of the name, Yahweh. That means to speak Yahweh, fully, totally, and completely. There are a few of us who have touched and agreed and witnessed Yahweh answers prayer the way that I'm telling you. I mean, absolutely, totally, completely, 1,000%. He does not fail ever. And it's important for you to know that. I teach you in this manner so as to cause you to take on a new attitude and to be blessed and to learn how to study each single word and carry it to its full conclusion. I find it very interesting that I ask different ones of you that I know are brilliant, that I know are very bright, and I ask you to write your name for me. And you are unable to do so. Well, if you're unable to write your name, I ask you a question. If you were hiring someone and you asked them to sign some legal documents, and they looked in your face and said, I don't know my name, I can't write my name, how would you classify that person? Literate or illiterate? Can you imagine running around telling people that you are a child of Yahweh and can't write your name that connects you to him? This is what the whole world is waiting on you to do, to demonstrate that you're conscious in the name. So I'm happy for all of you who are growing beyond the stage of simply saying, praise Yahweh, hallelujah Yahweh, 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 praise Yahweh ben Yahweh. You know, that's fine for little children, 2 or 3 years old. But now you must grow up. And what is going to cause you to grow up is be able to not only write your name, because see, once again, you can pull off another little game by just being able to write your name, or say your name, or give some little generality about the Aleph Beit that comprises your name. That's not what this trip is about. We're talking about gods of Yahweh, gods, goddesses of Yahweh. And I'm raising up the only gods in Yahweh. No one else is. No one has ever come to you to do so, and no one is ever going to come to you to do so. I'm the only one in the history of this country that has ever done it, that is doing it, and I chose you. And I'd like for the word to go out across the country that every Hebrew Israelite, follower of Yahweh, will take 1 hour a day and actually study and master, inculcate, and practice your name, the knowledge of your name, your connection. That which makes you a God is in the power of your name. So take an hour every day. This is not an option. You've wasted your whole day if you didn't spend at least an hour of the day becoming gods of Yahweh. Because that's the only way you're going to rule. You can't rule otherwise. So it's the most powerful thing you can do. It's a blessing for you, for our children, for our future, forever. I've been teaching lately on rescuing our future. And it's impossible to rescue our future unless you master the knowledge of your name. You just will not be able to appreciate what is being taught. You can't receive it. And I'm unable to speak to you. I'm unable to communicate with you. And some of you, if you're not careful, when I come out, and I am coming out, you will not recognize me at all. I'll be standing right beside you, and you'll be unable to recognize who I am. And that's a tragedy to come to that point. And for you to think that I'm frozen in time because my body is separate from you at this time. It's only a temporary separation. And the fact that my body is separated from you does not mean I'm frozen in time. My mind is not frozen in time. I am not the person that I was 24 months ago. Just not. And sometimes I may speak with you in a manner that may give you that false notion that I'm the same person, but I'm not the same person. And you're going to miss all the blessings that will come from being in the possession of your talent, having doubled it or quadrupled it or multiplied it. And that talent is the knowledge of your name. So I pray that you benefit from this. I understand that there's some wonderful things that are about to take place that are unselfish. And I am just in love with you for what you're about to do. I'm thankful to you, Yahweh, that you understand our duties and responsibilities toward our family and toward orphan children. I'm glad that you are full of a spirit of love and understanding in that regard. Bless you. Bless you forever. I certainly have taken that position, and I live it. And as my children, you must live it. And your sons' must live it forever. They're our duty and our responsibility. Also, the greatest thing that's going to happen in the universe is the University of Yahweh. That's a new scope. Believe me, just reversing the name from Yahweh University over to the University of Yahweh is the most powerful move in the last 6,000 years since creation. It's the most powerful move. And if you study of, then you might come into an understanding of why that's so important and so powerful. We're going to be producing teachers. Every one of my children, teachers. There are those who foolishly believe that the only way you're going to make it and your children are going to make it is to get a GED or to go out to the public school and you'll be able to get a job. Well, if you're training your children to be the same as you, then that's just another generation that's backwards. And I would have wasted my time with that particular generation. But I'm not willing to waste any more time. So I've made the correct move. And I'm guaranteeing that every child will have a job. They will be presidents of universities, the comptrollers of the universities of Yahweh, the deans, the heads of departments of knowledge. You see, you have to be willing to make a break with this world. And if you're not brave enough to make that break, then you lose. Your children lose. We can understand, I can understand how you have to have a job with another nation because you don't know anything else. And you haven't learned how to be a god. So since you have not learned the knowledge of your name, then you feel bound to this world. That's the problem. And it's no longer a problem with me because the University of Yahweh has solved that problem. That problem is solved. Anyone who believes me and receives me will not have that problem. They will all be employed, gainfully employed, because the earth is going to be full of the knowledge of Yahweh. How do you think it's going to be full? It's going to be full through the universities of Yahweh in every city on earth. That's how it's going to be full. We fill it. Our children and our children's children fill it. And that is the way that the forces of the Gentiles shall flow to our nation, or flow to us, is through are teaching them. And they're all going to say, come, let us go up to the house of Jacob, to the University of Yahweh, and let them teach us the ways of his ways. And that's what this whole trip is about. So that is now taking shape, and is taking shape fortunately at headquarters, as opposed to some other city first. And from here, the total concept will be born and carried out. So once again, you're blessed to have an opportunity, and I'm happy about that. Well, it's my time to give this phone up. They have come for it. I love you. Why don't you all stand up? Let me hear you at least say shalom or something while I give it up.